Okay, here we go again, and my name is Dexter Scrap, or you can call me Dextrous, and here's my analysis of for Mojang of why they make Minecraft had a bad direction these few years. However, this is outdated since they added new stuff in Minecraft 1.20. Therefore, I think there's changes in my PowerPoint. My first reason of why it has a bad direction is Mojang create an annual affair for community to decide of what mob will be added later to Minecraft in order to connect their ideas to community. However, they make a mob, but they made it ridiculous as possible, especially, you know, the past mob vote is, here's why. They make Sniper. They give all advantage to Sniper, while the rest is, it's, you can see that they actually meh. They have such a lacking picture, especially in the, what do you call that, that look like hunchback mob. Okay, I can't remember, but they still refuse to community added post mob like the basta. There's a lot of mob like dragons and crocodiles and tigers and lions, more etc. Then they still mandates the design and its appearance despite of making the community believe that their idea matters. For me, it's better to make the community make their own mobs, then they will choose like community art post, then they will take designs or inspire with that art, but still they can provide us their own ideas about their mobs. But this a democratic illusion. Mojang makes people think that, oh, we have contribution about the community. However, what about Phantom? They regret. Just like they elect a president that they don't want. And that is a hell. You know? My second reason of bad direction is that scrap intention mobs like Rare Dragon is such a loss because you can only find an Ender Dragon, especially in End, and it's so repetitive that you could exploit them, especially Wither. Wither is not like a boss at all, it's just a challenge. Warden is more like a challenge because Dragon, Elder Guardian, Warden have their own habitat and also have own advantage in that environment, and that Dragon and Elder Guardian has a unique drop now. I don't know in Warden, I think head, I guess. But the Evoker, it's spammable. They're OP. They're stacking their mob spawning, and it's OP for me. Even they're exploitable, the problem is this Evoker needs to be reworked, or unless they are not actually a boss, they're just annoying mob like Creeper that way, and it's stuck. It's OP because they have Bex and also crocodiles. Why there's crocodile in Minecraft but not full head? Not full body, just head. It's a headache, you know? You know when there's a swamp and you know there's a crocodile, but they didn't add it. It's just annoying, you know? You know that they exploitable now, not special anymore through years. Unlike typical boss in Minecraft Dungeons and Minecraft Legends, they have more amazing introduction, and yes, they have no loot, but they are intimidating boss. What do you think about Ender Dragon? They're only intimidating in their sounds, but the appearance, it needs to be reworked. The Elder Guardian is, for me, the personality and the characteristic is good enough for me. However, the Evoker, for me, it's not a boss for me, especially they have Arch Illager. For me, it's better to add Arch Illager so they have a proper boss. And also, Wither have no minion. In Minecraft Story Mode, it's the Wither Storm is more popular for me and more menacing than the Wither itself. And the Minecraft dungeons have hierarchy, unlike Ender Dragon. Yes, there is hierarchy in Evoker for because of villagers and vindigators and also the guardians. However, the Ender Dragon for me, it's not relatable for me because there is Enderman. The Enderman fight the Ender Dragon when they get hit. It means the Ender Dragon and the Enderman was not correlated at all. It just they exist. And in the end, and it's just breaking the lore. Even the Minecraft have no lore itself. But it's more logical way that Enderman should not attack Ender Dragon also. Because how could you identify a boss if they have no goons or no servant at all? Well, they just abyss. For me, at least. Now, the third reason is why Minecraft is always saved by the community itself. Minecraft, you play Minecraft always in the high percentage of player you see in the internet, and most of players, they use clients and optimization mods, and YouTuber itself is, especially the account of PewDiePie, it's valid to say that he saved the Minecraft at all. And I know it sounds like a clickbait for me and most renowns, but you can ignore the fact that YouTube have a lot of influence about Minecraft. I like animators and crazy magic makers because they still manage to make a out of the box for Minecraft imagination. It's because for me, the Minecraft franchise and also the Minecraft universe has a lot of unique way to interpret than the Minecraft itself. Also, the texture maker. There's a lot of problem in texture in Minecraft because they have so much problem in distinguishing each other, and sometimes they such a boring texture. And also roleplay. There are legacy in Minecraft because imagination is limits for Minecraft players. Also the showcaser and mods because more often players that stay in Minecraft play mods. You can say that Minecraft players that not stay didn't play mods. They play mods at least once because they will try. If they not stay, for sure they stop and not play with mods at all. And the problem is the modders had an actual content itself than the game itself, because mods have good twists and different takes. But the problem is mods is not released in the actual date of update. Therefore, the Minecraft players will still need to wait until the modders eventually gets hand out to adapt the changes in new Minecraft. Therefore, that's a problem because people play with these mods and they will not updated because they can go to the trend because they need to wait for the mods, and that is a problem for me because mods give trends like create mods and optifine to make more Minecraft playable. Because if just a vanilla Minecraft, for sure there's a lot of problem for builders, the lightings and for survival players is the optimization. And for sure I can't ignore the fact that Minecraft pages, especially Jeb, Agnes, and YouTube celebrity in Minecraft, have pushed further the hype. But sadly, showbiz is not always reflect the game development. My fourth reason is the motto becoming irrelevant. You know that Minecraft banning adult contents like guns and other related to boasting the motto of imagination its limit. Minecraft development is focusing on children's gameplay while pushing the adult gamers, punishing the adult gamers for being broad. Why? Because adult gamers such a lot of contents that children must not supposed to. Because for sure, it's much better to take the responsibilities to the parents than every dude in the internet, because we just play with different teams and categories. But these children's is exploitable because they don't know such a thing. And internet and even offline games have could make a negative influence, but it's not always the game developer or the multiplayer members have problem. Sometimes it's just the handling of information to children's of parents. Still parents need to control their children so they still get in the safe side, because being an adult is being not in the safe side anymore. And children, they need safe side because they are too young to experience this, and they had a lot of practice before they need to go through this information or this practices stuff or game stuff. It's not always about we could take these things early as possible. Sometimes we need to wait, And cutting contents, examples, ignoring the real life, common hostile mobs, adding the irony, they adding special endangered mobs like Salatel. However, there is a lot of sharks and other mobs that hostile. They just say that no, we get rid that hostile mobs. We don't read hostile mobs in real world. While they adding a hostile mob, axolotl. What the hell? And sometimes they say the first amphibian in Minecraft. What about frogs? And what if they say the frog is the first amphibian in Minecraft? What about axolotl? They literally could literally live outside the water. What the hell, bruh? The fifth reason is the lack of content. Even Minecraft's a lot of feature in the last update, it feels like there's no impact or reason to play again because it's just addition, especially from legacy bases, new world players and new world players. Would you play again just to make a new cosmetic armor but no friends to talk if you are in single player? What's the point? Yes, you could customize it and being more rare, but what's the point? If you get that armor, but the enemies is not rare at all, why? Just a cosmetic armor? What the hell? I think if you have a better armor, I think there should be a better spawn rate of enemies that you could play. If you're just playing the same game as before, same gameplay as before, with new stuff but no new content to be told, the fact that world generation mobs could be anticlimactic in single word, that's a problem. Minecraft needs actually a story for me. at least. So the players could make a role play, because in reality, not everyone is have creative minds or imagine. Sometimes they base their experience on the gameplay itself. So I think Mojang really needs to figure out how to connect these progressions of Minecraft to overall gameplay. Because the problem is Minecraft could be so boring where you are no direction at all. And that's the problem. Yes, you can make advancement, but you could make it in creative. I don't know how to make a solution about it, but this is more easy to solve than this. Because you could make many builds as possible as you can, but the survival gameplay is boring for me. The creative gameplay is much more fun for me, the creative mode, than the survival mode. Because in survival mode, yes, you have a new world generation, but not everyone could play 100 hours like streamers and YouTubers does. I think Mojang should make a solution about that. I just said it for not just criticizing, but I just want to share that we need to acknowledge about that cases in Minecraft. My sixth reason is loser mobs. Once you defeat them, they left behind. Especially in Minecraft dungeons. In Minecraft Legends, not I say so because they basically dead, but the problem is they neglected after DLC. If not neglected, they just reuse. And what the hell? But the story could be more deep if they have real connection at all. Like why a hero will go after a village to be a hero, but in real life in Minecraft, you're the one purging the village, not the arch illager. Even in raid, you're the murderer, you're the butcher, and also you're the criminal in the real world in Minecraft. Because you're trying to survive and you have no relatives at all. In my example, it's not in the main game, it matters that Mojang wants players to imagine itself their own laid path. However, they playing the same game, so it's better to make lore than being irrelevant at all. It will continue this phenomenon will continue. They make an action for Ender Dragon and Panda's Wandering Trader, especially in Phantom, make a significant spawn place. In Pandas, I know there is jungle, but they need to rework it to be more special. Because yes, you could make them a pet, but the only special pet in Minecraft is that you could you get in adventure is horse, wolves, cat. No, they never use cat. They just put in a house always. I'm not a cat lover, but that's kind of a problem. I think it's more good if we can make the animals could be a companion like an RPG does. And also bats, they're annoying. I think bats should need to have an attack mode or like a vindicator kind or brute in their when they spawn. Mojang really needs to deepen the lore so kids and adults play the game and be satisfied. Not just, yeah, we have players. They have their own story. However, what about players that couldn't make a story at all? Then, yeah, this is a boring game, you know? They just realized this is a boring game. Why gonna do it at all? Why should kill the Ender Dragon? Why? Just to get the title screen? That's all? What the hell? That is an anticlimactic for me. Here's what I said. But rather place that which is special. Instead of a place waiting for a hero, but rather a place that which is special to you and you want to save it in all mess. Narrative style matters. You know, in Minecraft dungeons, they put the villagers and then there is a raid. Why only the iron golem or there's no one defending at all? Why? They need guard villagers, actually. Because Hero is not an ideal character for kids for me, but rather just a cool and powerful. Because if you continue breaking the fourth wall, the game sounds cringe in reality. Example, the Minecraft story mode that Jesse had a lot of impact and unforgettable nostalgic reference than a character made by you. Why? Because everyone that have that game will, especially, what about like in Legend of Zelda, they talk about Link. In Minecraft, well, they could talk about Steve like in Plasma Studios does in animation. But if you talk about yourself and others, what you accomplish is just, yeah, bro, I have accomplished that too, and I am better to you. There's no union. Also in Minecraft book, they just make it divide. They make a division for Minecraft players that like this mob and like this mob, like mob A, like mob B. Then one will win and one will lose. Hi. For me, they not making the community happy at all for me. They just make the community more obsessed about the game than being happy for me. And that is a bad direction for me. And the nostalgic reference of the character that made by you is sometimes works like Dream in Dream SMP, but in the whole other role-playing idea is it's not always in Minecraft, you know. Sometimes you just build, and if you're sucks in build and you can't make a redstone at all or story at all, then you're just bored. But sometimes I've seen myself fighting a lot of zombies at night, and all I just do that without any base at all. I just go to another world in survival and fighting and killing enemies. Sometimes I think I just want to make a roleplay game map instead of playing the survival at all. It is good because you have a choice. However, I think they should make more tools for players, not just data pack for me and map. I think they need to actually add a features that could make Minecraft be more faster to add blocks in creative so you can play adventure mode. And adventure mode should be reward for me. That you could ban items that you can destroy, but still you could destroy some items, because what the hell? You can't destroy any items at adventure mode? Why? Bruh. For sure it needs to, without getting without switching game mode for me. But if players a single player, they could just buy DLCs to make a new content. But that's all. Then the mobs are left behind again. All progression is left behind. I think we don't really need an update in every year, but a good update that community need. I think to make the game to be more deepened is make a clear story where characters is playing the one role and not actually a large spectrum of possibility that there's a role for that character or that characteristic. We just need one character. If that is Jessie, if she is a girl, then girl. If he is a boy, then boy. So the gameplay is simple, not complex, but the plot get deep because the connection have more direct impact to the player's character than changing things or being flexible just to attain certain representation. It's much better for me. The seventh reason is stagnation. Why stagnation? Did you notice that the game features belongs always to crafting table? Even they add things, they always involve crafting tables, but other utilities like fletching table have no function at all. And another is Mojang ignoring the significance of vertical block and furnitures that could give more immersion. Because they say they're taking away the imagination. However, if we could handle these more blocks and more tools or furnitures, then our imagination could be more. Why? I don't get the point why they cutting these significant things to be add. But I'm glad at least they add better hanging signs than the older signs because they have more unique and good design for me. Because but I heard they revamped this design posts already. So they act like in quark signs. They adding unique blocks but alienating the environment of the game. Like weathering blocks such copper, but they neglected the iron. They make the copper like become mossy, but the iron is not. Because if there's weather in Minecraft, then iron's supposed to be rust, like copper. Another is hunger mechanics is such a waste food. It's such a waste because it's much more have an impact if they make the food just have different effects instead, like different buffs, not different adding of hunger. I think it's much better for that. And the health, they actually health, not heart, if they get interpreted. So you don't need to separate the hunger and health. They could just be one, and the application of heal could be foods. Like they add different regeneration. The than being exhaust. And the stamina and water should be 1. I think that is more accountable for me. Just get it rid this hunger status bar. Not good for me. I think they just ruined the gameplay, because every time you sprint, I gonna eat. Every time you get hit, I gonna eat. What the hell is that kind of? It's just annoying for me, because instead that you could eat, then the effects is long term. You have to eat in seconds. For me, it's better that you could eat freely, but the effects is long term, or in situation. That is more fun for me. I don't know if you get the idea, but here's my mechanics. The When the hunger status bar is not in Minecraft, if you eat, you get a instant effect that you could regenerate yourself. That's the original idea of eating foods in Minecraft. How about throw that hunger bar and bring back it again? And for me, to make the foods have different effect, just make it different buff and functionality, like different time span of regeneration. Also, because they just add regeneration, and they could add foods that have no regeneration at all. Like, they could add foods that make you vomit, or foods that make you sweet. Because for me, potion system, I think it's more, I just more need a blender. You know, blender than brewing stand. Or a grinder to make a juice. The hunger mechanics is such a waste, and food effects is more significant for me. All these pictures makes the game updates low-key for me, because and the possible build could be missing, like we really need an rusted iron, and also copper. We need copper swords. We need copper swords than stone swords for me. Even they need to rework the damage system, so they could add. That is simple, because for me, copper is have a good texture in sword for me. That's simple. Then heavily depended the annoying features, the oldest features, instead having wide variety of features. They reduce it and ruin the possibilities. But I think Mojang could change it in the future, I guess. I just figure out what things that they make that made Minecraft annoying, or they add worse. I guess because they are responsible the direction of Minecraft has. But I'm not just blaming the modding itself, maybe the community too. In counter, I'm glad they add blocks that have crafting recipes outside the crafting table, archaeology update implemented, and have a unique feature, and add unique drops for bosses like Elder Guardian. They implemented the long-awaited feature like armor trimming and cherry blossom trees, which is the real things that community demands long ago. I just want to congratulate Minecraft that they reworked Minecraft 2 in the past few years, but still the ambient of the game still remains. I just don't like the way they handled the Minecraft community before, because they are not experienced yet. They experimenting, and that is okay for me. But I addressing this reason so they could identify the problem that they made. For now, that is at least claims of why Mojang has a bad direction of making contents for Minecraft in Java but not in Bedrock, cause Bedrock is same but not in the main priority of Mojang for me, because Bedrock have a different problem, and I didn't play so much in Bedrock, and also I didn't take so much marketplace in Bedrock, but you can watch another video in other YouTubers, I guess, that picturing that problems or addressing that problems in the video. If Mojang see this video, I hope it help for them to figure out things that I noticed that made Minecraft in the bad direction of development or progression. If you are waiting for Minecraft to be mentioned in as reason to be in bad direction, they're not included because they are problem only in account management and games users rights that could be, yes, it's impact the gameplay like banning system, but not actually the main game for me, because if you just follow the instruction you could play along. But I think the responsible is more of the Mojang itself, because they are the one adding these features for me, and Microsoft is just adding their influence. Still, Mojang have the responsibilities about it and have the power of making things inside the Minecraft officially. I know there's modders. And that's all for me. Here we go again. I'm Dextrous, and here's my evidence. Here's my reasons why Minecraft have a bad direction last 10 years of decades. Last decade.